I wanted to postpone posting the video for this week to wait for the final day of the Masters. You know, watching these guys play this game, it is based on inches. There's Phil Mickelson holding a critical putt on the 12th hole for a birdie. You know, the comments and just watching these guys execute, it's just been amazing to see how they respond to situations that for most people would be, that play the game of golf, it would be very challenging. Now, one of the interesting shots, just a few holes earlier, was one of Tiger Woods on the, I believe it was the 11th hole. He was in the woods, no pun intended. He was on the pine straw. It was a very, very difficult shot. He'd already taken one stroke, and the ball hit a tree and came down. It was kind of like a bullet. It came down and was sitting in the pine straw again. Now, Nick Faldo, the champion of the Masters in previous years, at least a two-time champion of the Masters, he was doing the commentary on the shot that Tiger was taking, and he was describing as they anticipate, these pros know each other so well, they anticipate what the other might get ready to do, and so he's talking about this shot that Tiger needs to hit. It's a very precarious lie. He has little, if any, room to scoot the ball through the trees to get it to the green. And it would be a very, very challenging and almost, quote, impossible shot if he wanted to, send it over the trees. And of course, Tiger, being who he is and a very, pretty much an exceptional player with the golf clubs, he pulls out a wedge and he knocks it over the trees. And I got such a kick out of Nick Faldo as he described after the shot landed on the green and gave him a chance to salvage a par, when he said, "Surely not. Surely you are not going to go over those trees. Surely you don't think you can go over the trees." In monitoring the Masters and just listening, the announcers, Jim Nantz, Ian Baker Finch, Nick Faldo, Vern Lundquist, the words that they're using to describe the shot making, it's incredibly incongruent with what the results are. They find themselves using words, well, he didn't have any chance to do this, or he couldn't have gotten that shot to go, or you can't believe the putt he just dropped, or there's no way, he can't get that close enough for an eagle. And the fact of the matter is, these players do that. And the key here is that the self-talk that the golfer goes through has to be congruent with the physiology that they've trained themselves to do over and over and over again. So just something to think about. And when I was watching the coverage, I'm a diehard Masters fan. I've watched it for as far back as I can remember. I turned 60 later this month, and I think I've probably been watching it for 50 years. Have very many fond memories of watching the Masters with my dad when he was still alive, and my older brother. We spent many early April Sunday afternoons watching the Masters and watching the champion, the person, put on the green jacket. So just some thoughts about this particular tournament. I love playing golf personally. It's a great game. Look forward to playing more of it. Of course, being up here in Alaska, our golf season is a little bit shorter than what most people have. For example, down in Arizona, where my brother and his wife live, they can play golf almost year-round. At any rate, just some thoughts. Think about the self-talk that these golfers go through to be able to execute the shots that they do. It's a game of millimeters, and they have massive success. And you know that they must be utilizing positive, empowering word choice, empowering thoughts. Here's another golfer, Anthony Kim, just went to 12 under par, and now he's tied for the lead. That after he just sunk a birdie putt, you know that he was talking to himself in a more positive way, an empowering way. So anyway, just some comments on the Masters. Thank you for allowing me a couple of extra days to post this video, and we'll see you on the next one.